Welcome to Season 3 of the Tides of Terragos podcast, where we begin a new campaign called the Locked Door Campaign. I am super excited to finally play with Harrison Clark and Will Brito again. Woo! It's been a while.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
This time, we're also joined by my little sister. She's just a wee little baby. Her name is Reagan. Welcome, Reagan.
Hi.
Don't act shy now.
Not so little.
Yeah, I'm kind of old for you to be calling me a baby.
Yeah, you are old.
Especially in goblin age.
Yeah, especially in goblin age.
I've got like 1 foot in the grave at this point.
Oh, okay. So these players know about Harrison and Will and their D&D experience. So quickly, Reagan, what level of D&D experience are you coming into this game with?
Mediocre. I came with a lot of experience, but I intend to forget quite a bit and ask very obvious questions.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear. I like people who have less D&D experience or non-strong D&D experience because it helps with my homebrew nature of how we play. So let's go over some rules that we're going to play with in this season. So some of these are going to be a continuation from Season 1. Some of them are going to be continuation from Season 2. But long story short, this is a homebrew realm. All the gods, all the people groups, everything is homebrew. You have homebrew items. A lot of your regular D&D items appear in this campaign. If there is a regular D&D item, it will match the equivalent of this world's item, with one caveat where generally when the D&D items have convoluted, you regain 3 charges at dawn of every other day on the full moon. We generally just lump that down together to say you get an X number of charges per long rest. The armor system is slightly altered. Instead of it saying you have 17 armor while you're wearing this or 12 armor while you're wearing this, the armors just say +2 and +7. Generally, the players start out a little bit weaker in my campaigns. In this season, we're not starting with a background. We're not starting with any kind of multi-class options, even though I kind of got, yelled at on someone else's birthday and they really wanted a multi-class and I felt really bad. But also I said, suck it up.
Not at the start.
But not at the start.
I believe
we're
that's
gonna work
called
it in.
A pity party.
We're going to work it in. But regardless, happy birthday, Clark. It was your birthday 2 days ago?
Yay. Yeah,
3 days?
Yeah.
That's
3 awesome.
days.
28. Pretty cool.
Oh, man.
Wow, You're old. Okay, we'll continue. Yeah, not important.
Okay.
Nobody laughed at my pity party joke.
No, that joke sucked.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Boo.
We're still playing with the attunement rules from Season 2. You can attune with an item on a long rest, up to 3. We're also continuing to play with Dungeons & Dragons 5e. If there is a spell or effect that somebody wants for their character that's only offered in 2024, then we'll play with that version of the spell. We're also going to start playing with some of the other things from D&D 2024, like being able to use a potion as a bonus action, being able to use inspiration the same way you would use bardic inspiration. It no longer has to be preemptively before you do the attack. You can miss the attack or have a low roll and then use your inspiration. We'll continue using the trend of if I think you said the episode title, you'll earn yourself inspiration. Once again, we're going to continue using mechanics from Season 2. In Season 2, we use a mechanic called Finish Them. So whenever a enemy is defeated, we're going to give that player some creative authority for their character. I'll say, finish him, finish her. And they'll have the opportunity to describe, pretty much without limits, how they finished the target.
Very excited about that part.
We're going to play with a mechanic, a new one, called Give Me a Name. It's going to try and attempt to bring some chaos to the environment. When there's a character that I'm introducing that's probably just an NPC, and it's not something I have particularly planned, I'm going to say, hey, Reagan, give me a name. And she's going to have 3 seconds to give me a name. If she doesn't, it'll be named something like Pickle. Or Bum
I fear
Fuzzle.
it's going to be named something like Pickle anyways, if you're asking.
We'll see what happens and how chaotic it is. We can always retcon it to be a nickname. Worst case in the world. We're going to play with a new mechanic called Open a Chest. Whenever you open the chest, you roll a D100. That's actually a returning mechanic. The difference is, this season, if you roll above a 90, you are going to get a very good item. The higher the number is, the better the items are. And I also have pre-built chests that you actually open rather than individual items. So it won't just be one item that you find in a chest. It will always be more than one. We're going to play with a mechanic called Cleave, which means melee attacks that finish a target, cleave through that target into another target within melee range. So if you swing through one goblin, knock its head off, but you still have 5 damage overkill, instead of overkilling it, that next 5 goes to the next goblin. Just to try to speed up some of the more horde-based fights.
Nice. I like that
Not
idea.
hoary. Not hoary.
I know, but it made me laugh, and I tried not to let anybody notice.
Occasionally throughout this campaign, I will kick people from the voice lobby, and when I do that, you'll hear this noise. And if I kick 2 people from the lobby, you'll hear this noise twice. Usually, Clark complains when he's kicked, so you'll hear his misgruntled sadness as I kick him from the lobby. So you'll hear that several times throughout this first episode.
I have FOMO.
So Clark is going to be playing a Spore Druid. With being a Spore Druid, you have an ability called Halo Spores. It lets you shoot spores and land them on a target within 10 feet, and it deals 1d4 damage. We're going to
They
do a
have to
flat...
succeed on a Constitution saving throw as well. If they do, it does nothing.
We're going to actually also cut that save. So
Oh,
we're going to do
sick.
a flat 3 damage, and there is no Constitution save.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's just going to be the case. That hits, just the save time, the save die rolls. It's going to be a flat 3 damage. When you're in the symbiotic entity form, which if you're not familiar with, you will be soon, it'll deal 6 damage instead of 2d4. The party also played a game last week called Jolly Roger's Jeopardy that helped them determine what their starting inventories were going to be. And if you want to listen to that game of Jeopardy, it will be on the Patreon, where they play this game. They end up with a whole lot of stuff, ultimately, and we kind of redistributed some of the stuff. And then I actually spoke with Will outside of the game. He sold his fire arrows, 35 arrows, steel mail, quiver, noon quiver, and mace, all in trade for ring mail armor. So he has some heavy armor to start the game off with. Let's go through some of our inventories really quick. Reed's going to start with a quarterstaff, cloth armor, which is +1 AC, overcoat, and a metal shield. Actually, it's going to be a wooden shield. You also have 2 javelins, a lantern, potion of healing, small saddle, a longsword, 11 GP, torches, bedroll, tent, and a reed flute. You also ended up with a miniature bag of holding, which I just want to go ahead and say really quick. The miniature bag of holding has this emblem on the side. It looks like a dragon, and then it has a big like a big landing spot, and then it says Delta Wing on the side of it. It's a big Delta Wing advertisement on the side of your bag of holding.
Nice.
And it is actually, I'll go ahead and just spill the beans there. It is actually called a bag of loafing. So we'll go ahead and put that in your inventory.
Proper branding, I think.
Then we'll go to Beetle's bag. Beetle is starting with 2 daggers equipped, no armor. She has 18 GP, fishing tackle, short bow, quiver, daggers, a climber's kit, and multiple torches. And then Siegmund has the ringmail armor, the +4 AC that we talked about earlier, the static shiv, a pretty powerful little shiv. All he has left from after his bargaining is a compass, a pink echo stone, a shovel, and 5 gold pieces. So that's really where they are starting inventory-wise. They start a little bit behind what the average party would have, but they will rapidly get some pretty powerful homebrew stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And with that, I guess we can move into the quick summary of Season 1 and 2. Season 1 started with 3 individuals. Yori the Warlock, Art the Ranger, and Loaf the Wizard. The 3 of them attended a school. Eventually, the Warlock was recruited by the God of Death, his patron, to restore Terragos, the God of Death, to restore his connection to the realm. So they spend the entire campaign finding special artifacts for special temples, taking the artifacts to the temples, and attempting to restore this connection from the infernal plane of Terragos to the material plane of the Tides of Terragos.
It was a good time.
They succeed on 4 of the 5 temples. The 5th temple they do not succeed on. They find the artifact, but they end up losing it at the end.
Rip.
So in order for them to restore balance to the world and bring Terragos, the God of Death, from the infernal plane to the material plane, to the Tides of Terragos, the world still needs to find that final artifact for the final temple. That last artifact is called Majora's Mask, and it belongs in the Spirit Temple in Burke. That's where Season 1 took place. You might be wondering, why was that the goal of the party in the first place? Like, ultimately, the realm of Terragos is kind of crumbling. The world is going to crap. There are tornadoes everywhere. Monsters and deities are unleashing havoc on the realm. The tides of Terragos are rising, and the world is just in danger. It's just a lot more chaotic and a lot less stable. Yori and the party convince the world leaders, starting with Stoic, that the problem is the connection with Takeo. Takeo's connection has to be restored. Season 2 of the podcast, which was a shorter season, picks up with one of the calamities of the world. In the Orange Isles, the tides rising actually affected one of the deities of the Orange Isles, and they had to play a role in saving or preventing that catastrophe. So there's really not a lot of information from there that you'll need specifically for this, but I do recommend listening to that season specifically because I think it's, one, really good, and two, we will see return characters. With that said, none of these players have listened to Season 2, and it's not even started coming out yet, so they wouldn't have had the chance to listen to Season 2. So I will recognize that they don't know some of these characters, but the listeners will. Season 1 takes place about 3 years before Season 2. Season 3 takes place a number of weeks after Season 2. So we're looking at Season 3 being about 3 years after Season 1. I think that's enough of a summary, so let's go ahead and move into the actual opening scene of the series. Welcome to the Locked Door campaign. Grab a seat, buckle up, grab your popcorn, and let's get started. Reagan. Let's start with this. How old is Beetle?
Currently 17. Wait, did we do the character introductions? Is that what this is?
It's not.
Okay. Sorry, I panicked.
So currently Beetle is 17 years old. We're going to pick up with Beetle 14 years old. You are sitting in the middle of your hut. You are sitting there with your father. And you guys have a little board game out in front of you. It's a dragon chess set. So you guys are playing dragon chess.
Am I winning?
Let's go ahead and play the opening move of dragon chess. Go ahead and make a intelligence check with advantage for me. I rolled a 9.
You win.
You rolled a 5.
With advantage.
So your father says to you, "Oh, that was not a very good move. You needed to do this over here. Look over here. Look over here. So this this dragon right here, you actually need to move that to this square, to E4, okay?
Okay.
So you go ahead and go back and do that, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to go here, and then you go there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you're actually winning now. So now let's go ahead and move into the middle phase of Dragon Chess. Because you won the opening phase, you'll roll with advantage, while your father will not.
Okay.
Your father rolled a 5.
Got an 18.
An 18 beats the 5, so you win the middle game of the Dragon Chess. He says, "Whoa, that was actually really good. How did you know to make that move?"
I learned from the best.
Oh, thank you. And very flattering. And let's go ahead and do the final move, the end phase of the game. You won the middle phase, so you get advantage on the end game. Your father rolled a 12 for his intelligence check.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20.
With a natural 20, you automatically win the game on the spot anyway. So you go to make your final move against your father, and he says, "Oh no!" And all around you, you immediately begin to panic as the building sets fire. The building begins to collapse. The building that you're in actually topples to the right, and you start sliding to the edge of the room. And your dad is trying to reach out to you, but he somehow gets separated as the fire extends throughout the building. Within seconds, you are now in a burning pile of rubble. And you are just alone, burning, and your father jumps in after you, and he starts to pull you out. And he pulls you out, and he sticks you on the side of the building, under the rubble, but out of the fire. And he jumps back out, and he begins to attack the thieves, the robbers. And you hear screaming. What do you do?
I say, Paw! Paw! I'm assuming there's no response.
Say what?
I'm assuming there's no response.
No response. You hear fighting just outside of the rubble, but you seem to appear hidden.
Can I, sneak out and, peer out and see what's going on?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay.
That was great.
Paw! Paw! I've got a 7.
You kind of make some noise. You bustle. As you make noise, you realize that you probably should not make noise. So you actually end up just not peering out, and you just huddle in.
I huddle in.
And you hear your father get stabbed and beat into a pulp.
Jeez.
Wow, whoever's doing that is awful.
You decide to just cuddle in and stay quiet and stay in the rubble. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait until you hear the coast is clear. And when you pop out of the rubble, all you see is nothingness. You see black in every direction.
Oh.
And somebody says, "Beetle, good morning."
Good morning.
And you come to your senses, you wake up, and you're back in 17-year-old Beetle's body. In a nice, comfy bed that you don't recognize. It's an unfamiliar, quaint cottage. The soft morning light filters through the window, casting eerie patterns across the wooden floor. The air is tinged with an earthy scent of herbs and a faint hint of smoke from a hearth. As you take in the surroundings at a unrecognizable cottage, you notice the shelves are lined with peculiar, homemade trinkets and of assorted skulls.
Oh.
Suddenly, the creak of the bedroom door draws your attention, and a woman with long white hair steps into the room. Her eyes are sharp and wise, and they lock it onto yours as she enters. She's wearing this, purple witch's outfit. And she says, there you are. I can't believe those terrible people and what they did to you.
You're not gonna kill me, are you? There's a lot of skulls in this room.
Why don't you come with me across the hall, and we'll go get you some herbal tea.
Okay.
Quick reminder, this is a cottage that you don't recognize.
You said I don't recognize her?
You do not recognize this woman.
Okay. Tea time. That's so
for the
cool.
listeners, this is the first time we're
like...
really getting to see how Quest Portal works, and so far it's very cool.
That's very cool. There's a rug in the hallway. There's books strewn everywhere.
That's actually...
I walk into the hall. So wait, was I asleep for 2 years?
No. So this is taking place at your normal 17-year-old body. You're living life inside a coven, but you wake up in a different bed than normal.
Okay. I got you.
So you leave the bedroom, you walk across this tiny hallway and into the kitchen across the hall. And there is the woman sitting there at the kitchen table with another chair just right next to her. And she says, "I know you don't recognize me, but I'm actually... what would you call me? I think some people call me their patron."
Oh.
Oh. Howdy. Hello.
I just wanted to talk to you because you've been doing such a marvelous job with Agatha in the Widowshade Coven that I kind of just wanted to be able to finally get to meet you.
Oh.
Okay. I've granted you some powers already, And as your mommy, I really just wanted to make sure... that we had some goal setting. I granted you these powers, and I expect you to work for me.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So let's quickly go over some goals.
No complaints here.
Yeah, let's go over some goals. Uno momento. Okay, bye.
Oh, dang it. I hate when he does that.
What happened?
He kicked us.
We're going to go over some goals really quick. I've kicked Clark and Will from the lobby, so we're going to do some goal setting really quick together.
Whatever.
Okay.
I think that scene at the beginning was when we, bombed the town. Was that us? Did we stab anybody?
Yeah. You stabbed Squee. Oh, no.
Was that after we did the Carpet bomb? Was that the scene? I feel like it was.
No. I think you're right.
So, I actually have this, list. She slides it across the table to you.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the list.
Go ahead and read me this list.
I don't know how to say those names. It says to-do list for mommy.
Revenge. Kill Yorl Fenton. He deserves it. Kill Art Yildian. He deserves it.
Kill Loaf for Brant. He especially deserves it. While you are at it, feel free to kill Queen Esmeralda. And then it says items. Retrieve Miguel's Crucible. Retrieve Eye of the Mountain. Retrieve Staff of Vanir. Retrieve the Holy Chalice of Fire. Retrieve the Sunstone. But no way that happens. Alright, well, at least she's...
Yeah, that one's a little bit, outside of your difficulty level. I know you're a beginner, so we're going to start on the easier stuff, like killing people, probably.
Okay. I'm used to disappointing people. Oh, or any darkened weapon. That would be cool. Okay.
So this is my list. These are the things that you can do for me. And how would I repay you? So obviously, I'm granting you my power. So I'm granting you powers. I am bestowing upon you this gift of life. So there's a couple of expectations from that. One, you shall call me Mommy. And two...
All right, Mommy.
It's gonna be a long season of that. And two...
You did this to yourself!
I expect you to, do some missions for me. While I'm trapped, I am locked in this prison for no godforsaken reason. No reason at all.
Oh.
Mind you.
Oh.
No reason. I'm trapped here, so I'm just looking to get out. That's the goal. And I'll return home to be with you and Mother and the rest of the coven. And we're going to just have a good time. We're going to live out the rest of our days happily.
Okie dokie.
And whenever you complete one of these missions, if you just lie your head on a bed anywhere, pretty much, or just the floor, you're a goblin, just lay on the floor. For all I care.
I love floors. Floors are great.
Just close your eyes, and you can come to this cottage anytime you'd like.
Ah, that's so nice.
Take a rest, take a load off. Come say hi every so often. And whenever you have one of these missions complete, I will provide you a reward. For now,
Oh, slay.
here you go. And she flicks a brooch across the table to you.
What does it look like?
It looks like a little beetle.
Ah! Yes!
And she says, so take this with you, and it's going to be helpful.
Can you actually kick them off? I have a question for her, but I'm assuming you don't want them to know.
And we're gone.
Here we are again. Alas,
Man,
in the doghouse again.
Yes, honey.
Who are these people?
Oh,
You said revenge.
so these are the individuals that actually killed your... they didn't kill your father, actually, but they burned down your village and separated you from your father.
Say less. Consider it done.
Good. They deserve it. They are all terrible people.
For sure.
Terrible people.
Perfect. All right.
So she flicked over this beetle brooch over to you, so I'm going to put that in your inventory.
cool.
Okay.
It's just a small black beetle brooch. There's no text on the item at the moment.
All right.
Interesting.
I like that.
So she continues to talk with you, and she says, well, I think that's all. Any other questions that you had for me before you go back to Agatha? I know she's in dire straits right now, so be patient with her.
I always am.
That first item, I think, is really going to help her.
Okay.
So make sure you put that as a top priority.
Okay. So give her that first item?
Yeah, that first item, she'll need it. Yep.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. Well, it was good to see you, Beetle.
Thanks, Mommy.
I'll talk to you later.
Gross.
Bye-bye.
And now you wake up in your actual bed in the middle of the Widowshade Coven. You are in this right here.
Oh, slay.
This little house.
Totally different location. Interesting.
You wake up in your actual bed that you're used to waking up in. And it's a small little room with 2 beds. And you know in this area that there are multiple other houses all housing other members of your all-woman coven. Your coven is called the Widowshade Coven. Primarily made up of widows and orphans. What would you like to do, Reagan?
Oh, first off, Beetle wakes up and goes, oh, thank God. I know these sheets. And then she's going to waddle out to the kitchen, I'm assuming.
Waddle.
I'm going to
Sure.
waddle out
Yeah.
and look for Mother. I feel like she's got short legs, so she's going to like waddle, and she waddled away. Waddle. And I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go, good morning, Mother.
While we're on the topic of your short legs, go ahead and describe what your character looks like.
So, Beetle is a little spry, green goblin, but she's smarter than she looks, because she's also half gnome.
So, as you get out to the dining room, you see your mother, Agatha, sitting at the table, and she says, Honey, welcome out. Do you have food prepared? And you can see that she is very old and frail, and she does not look like she could stand up if she wanted to.
Good morning, Mother. Guess who I talked to?
Who did you talk to?
I talked to Mommy.
Oh, you got to meet Mommy?
I
Oh my
did!
gosh! What a blessing! You are finally part of the family, of the coven.
Woo woo. She also told me to show you this.
And I'm going to like slap it on the table, because I'm like shorter than the table. I'm going to
Good
go,
morning, Beetle. Good morning. Do you have food prepared for me?
I can prepare food if you want it.
Yeah.
Oh,
How was your sleep?
it was okay.
Yeah? Did you get to meet Mommy?
I did get to meet Mommy.
Oh, that's great. Very nice. Thank you.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Thank you for this food. Thank you for this food.
Here you go.
And then she wipes her mouth with the list that you gave her. And then she slaps it back on the table.
Well, good thing I have a good memory.
Good morning, Beetle.
Good morning. Okay. I'm gonna go out now that you've eaten.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you.
Kisses.
Kisses. You be safe out there. You don't have too much fun, little goblin.
Yes, ma'am. Waddle. So I'm gonna go outside.
And, yep, you leave.
I'm assuming Beetle knows that she's always like that.
Yes, Beetle is aware that Mother Agatha is not doing too swell.
If I had known that, I would have asked Mommy.
Mommy knew as well, though, because she recommended
Okay.
that you get that thing for her.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're so right.
So you leave this building. Is there anything that you'd like to do, or where do you want to go?
I want to see what the statue is. Is the statue important?
Yeah, so there's a little statue in the bottom left corner of this little village, and when you walk up to it, you recognize it to be a statue of Takeo, the god of death. It is this goat-like, sparrow-faced, skeleton figure.
Is that mommy?
And it's holding a large scythe with a hook. It is not mommy.
Boo, not mommy. All right. So I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to go this way.
Okay, you keep walking.
I'm going to go to this house.
Okay.
I'm assuming I know everybody in the village, right?
Yeah, you know everybody in the village.
Okay.
You want to knock or do you want to walk straight in?
I'm going to like tipper tapper on the door and then I'm going to walk in.
So you walk in and you see a much more attractive woman that is much younger, and she says, "Welcome, Beetle. How you doing this morning?"
Good morning. Oh,
You casting some
her
spells?
titties are out in the picture.
Are they really?
Sorry.
They're
Yeah.
not out,
like, well,
They're just.
they're not out.
Oh my gosh.
She's
They're not
just
out,
like
out. The-
she's got tits.
I thought you meant like loose titties. I was like,
No.
what? No. What is that? It is
That's the
kind of way food
episode
looking.
name, Loose Titties.
Sadly, episode titles have to be from a character saying the word, not from a player saying something, if that makes sense. So me saying loose titties just randomly doesn't actually count. It'd have to be
I
like
was
a
gonna say-
catchphase of a character.
Here we go.
I was gonna say Loose
No
Titties,
ideas.
but I didn't want to. Say, yeah, I'm not gonna say that to her. I won't do her like dirty like that. Okay.
Okay. So she says, "Oh, hey, how you doing this morning, Beetle? Where's your cat?"
Good morning. The cat?
Where's Karma?
Oh, she's somewhere.
Oh, I love it. You want some herbal tea?
Sure.
And she walks over to her kitchen and she makes a glass of herbal tea.
All right. So, have you heard any good gossip lately? Is there any tea with our tea?
So the Dark Woods have actually been acting pretty interesting recently. There's been a lot more interesting phenomenon going on over there. So I'm interested if that's Mommy, if she's making her presence known there.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's going to escape soon. I know she's looking for different items. She's given me a short list.
She's giving you a list too?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
talked to Mommy this morning.
Wow, your first time. Congratulations,
yeah, I'm so
Beetle.
Big.
You-
Thanks.
You are such a big girl. And she walks over and gives you like a little noogie.
Perfect.
And she's like an elf. So she's like 6 foot tall. So
Oh.
she's just like reaching down to touch your head at this point.
Nestles you.
She nuzzles you and she says, "Oh, well, Mommy recommended that I go to the Crow's Nest.
The crow's nest?
It's this like spooky captain, and he's got all these kinds of artifacts. He's like a collector."
Ooh.
And he's actually, I think he's in Charlotte right now. So I was thinking
Okay,
about heading
okay.
up there next week. I was going to stick around here for a little bit and make sure we take care of some of the elders. But if you wanted to head out there early, you'd be more than welcome to go.
So I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, Reagan, give me a name.
For her?
1,
Susie!
Susie. So, yeah, you can head on out to the Crow's Nest. And maybe I'll meet you out there in a week.
Okay. I'll see you soon, Susie.
Perfect. And you head on out of Susie's house. You end up walking to Smearensburg with Karma, and you end up catching a ship. And you begin your wayfare all the way across the world to Charlotte.
Baby's first outing.
When you get on that boat, you totally have no idea how far away Charlotte is. You just say, book a thing for Charlotte. And I'm going to assume that maybe Susie will take care of Agatha while you're gone. And you head on out to Charlotte. But we'll find out if Susie did or not later. So at that point, we'll cut off.
Alright.
We'll cut away from Beetle. And we're going to move to Reed. So we're going to pick up with Reed, who is living in a city called Cornstalk Village. Cornstalk Village is a secret city of the Fungus Forest. They are a nomadic tribe built around mushrooms and fungi. They have large oxen and large camels that they tote all of their stuff around, and they are constantly moving. They never sleep in the same place twice. They're moving throughout the forest with a sort of magical object in the center of the city on the back of one camel, and it protects the entire city from being detected, tracked, and even magically tracked in any manner. Currently, the city is really unknown to the rest of the population of the realm. So with that said, we'll pick up with Reed. You wake up in your bedroom on your 19th birthday. So Clark, real quick. Who do you live with right now? You just live with your sister Lillian. Or Lily.
Yes. I live with my sister Lillian Mossfellow.
Okay. Any family in the city?
Other than her, no. No, currently it is Lillian and Reed together only.
And is she your older or younger sister?
She is the older sister. She's 7 years older than me.
Okay.
That's not true. Lord, she's 9 years older than me.
Okay, perfect. So you wake up in your bedroom in the middle of the fungus forest, and you look around, you see your room is actually quite empty, and it's really just one large room. On the opposite side of the room, you see your sister Lily lying in bed, and in the middle of the room there is a bookshelf that you tote around everywhere you go. And on that bookshelf, you see tons and tons of books. You see a book called The Itsy Bitsy Skulltula. You see a book called The Ogre of the Badlands. You see a book called Behind the Golden Door. And your sister calls out to you, and she says, with a despair in her voice, Brother.
Lillian. Don't speak. How can I help you? What do you need?
And she gestures for water.
Okay, one moment, sister. And he walks over to the well and gets some water for her, brings it back, and raises her up out of bed and gives her the water.
She drinks the water, and you see these black scabs over most of her body. All across her face, you can tell that she has some kind of infection that spread across her entire body. And she's had this for probably weeks now. You also recognize that this is the same disease that killed your mother 5 years ago.
Lily, it seems your scabs are becoming worse. The healer needs to get here immediately.
She points to the bookshelf, and she points to the golden book.
You want the book? Sure. But, sure. So Reed walks over to the bookshelf, grabs the book, and brings it back over to Lily.
She points to the book, and then she points to you.
You want me to read? Lily, you're sick. Why am I reading at a time like this? Let me go get the healer.
And you hear a knock on the door.
What now?
And then immediately the door busts open, and this short Goliath, so more humanoid size, with a crinked neck, she walks in with this orange draped coat across her back, and she comes in with this like doctor's kit, the stethoscope around her neck, and she runs over to you, and she says, Reed, what are you doing here? You step back up! Don't get so close! She's contagious!
Okay. I know, but somebody had to help her with water.
Yeah, but don't go out on a limb like that. You gotta be more careful.
And Reed raises his hands and backs away.
Okay. Now open your mouth, honey. Open your mouth. And she just inspects Lily's mouth and then squirts something in her mouth. And she says, okay, we need to do some more greater restorations. We'll take her to the town center and we'll have the circle of the druids and we'll have them pray over her and we'll continue to try to push back the disease to extend her life. Maybe somebody will find a cure.
Okay, healer. And Reed goes and helps lift his sister and
no, back up! No touching! It will spread. You don't want to touch it.
How do you expect her?
And then she puts on these long gloves that go all the way up to her shoulders, and she says, "I will handle this." And she picks her up and throws her on this trolley, and they begin to cart her out of the room.
The way you said throws.
You say they. Is there somebody else with her?
And she begins to cart her out of the room.
Okay.
It's just when you said throws, I literally envisioned just like toss in. Anyway.
Oh yeah, she totally bounced, thudded as she hit the cart.
Okay.
Reed, with obvious concern, follows this healer.
We shall delay this disease, but that's all we can do. And she looks at Reed. This is the best I can offer you.
Yes, delay after delay after delay, but eventually it will catch up to her. Is there not any word about a cure?
There's no outside contact. So, no. The druids You know, I don't have a stick up my butt, but if you know what I mean, there's a couple of them with some logs up their butt.
Yes, the log bottoms.
Yeah, the log bottoms.
Yeah, that whole family is a curse upon our ancestors.
Them and the corn stalks, the chief, they just don't like to leave, and they, gotta stay secrets.
Okay. Reed walks over to Lily, and Lily, go with the healer. I'm going to stay back. I must converse with our ancestors to think of the next steps.
Lily nods as she goes away with the doctor / maybe witch doctor of some form, and they go off.
Okay. Reed walks back into the house, kind of takes a deep breath, and just scans the room one more time, and gets another drink of water himself, and goes and sits down on the table next to Lily's bed that he's been basically sleeping in for the last couple months, tending to her as she sleeps. On the table, Reed notices the golden book and becomes curious of why his sister asked him to read it, picks it up, and opens its pages.
I shall give you the book. Behind the Golden Door. Author unknown. I am moving it to the campaign notes. It is now available for all of you to read.
All right.
The question is, do we want to go ahead and just read it right now?
I can read it out loud if you would like.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
I don't mind reading it at all.
So you sit down on Lily's bed, like you said, and you pick up the book called Behind the Golden Door. It's a book that you're very familiar with. Your mother read this to you just about every night of your childhood. So this book, and several of the other ones on the shelf as well, you have very fond memories of. As you read this book, you remember it with your mother's voice. You remember hearing this from your mom.
Okay.
And I'll let you go ahead and read it out loud.
Behind the Golden Door, author unknown. Within the heart of an ancient citadel, shimmering with otherworldly light and surrounded by myth and legend, this door, etched with cryptic symbols and imbued with powerful magic, is said to possess the ultimate power, the Wish spell. A spell so potent it can rewrite reality, reconstruct the shattered, and heal the broken. The realm, suffering under waves of darkness and chaos, yearns for salvation, yet whispered among the people is the prophecy of this golden door. Who shall be the brave souls to seek this golden door? They will be the ones who rise above fear, driven by valor and virtue. They will be the heroes whose hearts burn with the desire to restore peace and prosperity to the tides of Terragos. These heroes, though unnamed, will be marked by their courage, wisdom, and unyielding spirit. Their journey will not be easy, for the Golden Door is not only hidden, but fiercely protected. Only those who prove themselves worthy through trials of strength, wit, and heart will have a chance to unlock the door and wield its incredible power. Their quest will be a beacon of hope for a suffering realm, a tale of bravery that echoes through the ages. Who shall these heroes be? They will be the ones who answer the call, venture into the unknown, and strive against all odds to bring light back to this world. They will be the realm's saviors. But where do these said heroes begin? Well, one chunk of gold at a time.
And you go ahead and put this into your miniature bag of holding. And you go ahead and put that book Behind the Golden Door into your bag of loafing.
So Reed, after having finished the book, still thinking on the memory of his mother who passed away from the disease, pulls out his reed flute and begins to play and enter a meditative state or something of that nature to converse with his ancestors.
When you play the flute, You play it for a couple of minutes, and you end up seeing a little wisp, a little flame in the middle of your door frame.
Reed instinctually follows it.
And you see another little wisp in the distance in the fungal forest ahead.
Reed goes to the wisp.
And you continue into the forest following a couple different wisps until you reach this large oasis in the middle of the fungal forest with pink mushrooms on your left and your right and a little ponds that with stepping stones to get to this beautiful large flower. And as you approach the flower, a spirit appears above it.
I'm excited. What the heck is that? Oh, he's cool!
A spirit appears above the flower, floating in kind of just like pink aura that matches the nearby mushrooms. He's got this massive gray beard, he's got a hatchet in his left hand, he's got this large red mushroom cap, and he's got a six-pack in his pecs. There are tats all over, and he's got mushrooms growing out of his biceps. And he says to you, "Reed, you've been summoned."
Reed immediately drops to one knee. It says, "To where?"
You must go and retrieve Miguel's crucible.
Go? What do you mean, go? Lillian's sick. What do you mean, go?
You must leave Cornstalk Village and go find Miguel's crucible. It will restore Lillian to health.
Oh.
And it will restore the forest that I planted to its former glory.
And just to be clear, this is indeed Johnny Fungleseed?
This is indeed Johnny Fungleseed, your ancestral deity.
Yay, Johnny Fungleseed. I'm so excited. And he's so cool. Okay. So Reed, after taking in that, glances up at Johnny and says, "With your wisdom, I shall go."
The reed which bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty pine tree who falls in the storm.
Oh, that's cool.
Take what I've blessed you with. Find Crow. He owes me. Crow is a collector of great artifacts. He will have insight on where to find Miguel Goldenhammer's crucible.
Understood. Thank you very much, Ancestor. I will take this knowledge and I will journey and find this crucible and bring it back and restore the fungal forest to its former glory.
As above, so below, as within, as without. And he dissipates in the wind.
Woo! That's cool.
A bag drops to the stone right before the flower in which he appeared above.
Reed, noticing the thud of the bag, walks over, picks it up, and then begins his journey back to town to find Lillian.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the item that you just picked up.
I'm so excited!
Clark, go ahead and read me Magical Bag of Fungal Seeds.
Magical bag of fungal seeds. As a bonus action, you can grab a fungal seed from this bag. You can choose to either plant the fungal seed or eat it. If eaten, you experience a wild magic surge. If planted, it sprouts a mushroom tree in that location, regardless of the location, that is fully grown, 5 feet tall, within 7 days. The bag itself is stylish, Goliath crafted, and with mushrooms depicted on the outside. It's an artifact.
Just to be clear, it is also an infinite bag of fungal seeds. It does not run out of fungal seeds.
And these seeds can grow a mushroom tree. Interesting. But it's in 7 days that it grows the
correct.
Full-grown tree? Okay.
That is correct.
Interesting.
Or you can eat one and have a wild magic surge.
Which is, I'll give it to you, very intriguing.
So you have this beautiful item, this legendary artifact.
I'm excited.
From your deity, Johnny Fungleseed. And you return back to the house, and Lillian is there back in her bed.
Okay. Is she sleeping?
She is awake, and she gestures for you to come over.
Lillian, what word from the healer?
Not good. Not good. What would you think about bringing in an outside... Maybe a knight of veneer. Maybe he could lay hands on me, and that would work. Could we bring an outsider in?
Sister, you know our customs. You know our customs better than I. This is against our laws. We cannot do this, no. I know that we can find a cure for you without means of external culture. We ourselves can handle this problem. I will handle this problem.
And she looks up to you in admiration.
Lillian, I just conversed with the ancestor, and I must go.
Where?
I was told to go on a journey to find a captain named Crow. Don't know much else about him, but I was told that I was to find this artifact that could heal you. Sister, we finally have hope. After so many years, we have hope. But I have to leave you.
Okay. And she reaches under the bed and kind of digs up something that you hadn't heard about before. And she pulls out this bag, and she grabs one of your hands and she sets it in. And she says, "Happy birthday, Reed. This will help you on your travels."
I'm gonna cry. Okay.
And she hands you 50 gold pieces.
All right.
Whoa.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a wad of cash.
While you're out, Reed, do yourself a favor. Stay out there. Don't come back. Get training.
Oh.
Become a knight.
Sister, I cannot accept that.
I believe that you can do greater things than being here watching over me all the time.
Sister, my destiny is here. I cannot just pick up and leave here. You are the most important thing in my life. The fungal forest must thrive again, and I must be the one to help it get to that. That was bad, but here we are.
The people will take care of me. You take this, and you do what Johnny Fungalseed told you to do. He will bestow wisdom upon you.
Johnny I just got it.
You just got it.
Sister, I will leave. I will go, and I will find this artifact. I will return. I will not leave you to die. And Reed stands and begins to pack up his things for his journey. Was he told where Crow is?
He wasn't, but he asks around town. Or actually, I would say he probably just walks out and doesn't talk to the people in the village, because they're probably going to tell him not to leave.
Yeah, he's not gonna... I wouldn't say he talks to anybody else.
I think Reed leaves the village, and he goes and finds the first soul he sees, and he gains the information that Crow is currently located in Charlotte. Reed begins the journey from the fungus forest to Charlotte. And we'll pick up with Siegmund.
Also, I don't think I did it like an intro to my character, by the way.
Let's go ahead and record it. Hey, Clark, what does Reed look like?
Oh, Reed, yes, he's actually pretty tall for even a Goliath. Pretty smooth as far as skin-wise. Is able to grow a beard, but all over his clothing is cascading with mushrooms and other fungus growing off of them. Some that he wants and some that he doesn't.
Will, you are in the middle of a large room. You have several knights in front of you. You have a priest directly in front of you, and you have several general people of Charlotte behind you in attendance. You are kneeled before the priest, and the priest says, "As an elder of the Church of Veneer, I announce you a knight of Veneer. And he moves the sword from your left to your right. Please stand and recite your creed. Go ahead and give me Siegmund's description.
Siegmund stands up, stoic, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's 6'3", 225 pounds. He has a clean 5 o'clock shadow, so it's just a little bit bristled, and his hair is pretty clean cut, but just a little disheveled. And his build is overall pretty muscular, and he's a human. He stands up, he looks into the man's eyes and states his vow. He says, "May the world bear witness of my oath to Veneer. Sacred and blessed is he. My blade will uphold justice, my might will defend the helpless. Through my devotion, Veneer's righteous fire will devour the darkness. Evil will not prevail in its blinding light. I will be a conduit to his love, to the meek, but equally stern to the commanding forces who misuse their power. In times of peace, I will build communities and shelter those who seek it, but in times of darkness, I shall vanquish the greater evils that bring pain to this world. For those who are neither evil nor good shall be observed and judged in accordance to Veneer's will. May the glory of Veneer resound for all eternity. Amen."
And the crowd behind you, they all begin to slowly clap. The ceremony seems to reach a conclusion at the conclusion of your oath. Everybody kind of begins to disperse. There are several high-ranking knights at the front of the room, but the priest that actually knighted you, he walks up to you, and you know this man to be named Father Bronte. And he walks up to you and says, "Congratulations, Siegmund."
"Oh, thank you, Father. It's been a long time coming. I was nervous, but, I think I'm feeling better."
You have overcome some of the worst adversity I've seen here. And I'm honestly just really proud to have been the one to knight you.
And I'm proud that you knighted me. It was an honor, sir.
Fire, it represents our life, right? So you're blazing right now. You're lit. And I'm excited for you and what you have to come. And actually, I was hoping that I could get a word with you. You mind?
Lit?
Let's walk. Let's walk this way.
Did you learn that slang from the city? I haven't heard that before. What does lit mean?
It's actually from the Husuian district. I've been learning some meditation from up there, but that's all besides the point. Let's walk this way. And he kind of directs you away from the large room of people.
Cool. I follow him.
He takes you back to a back hallway where there's a bookshelf. He looks both directions, checks to see if anybody's watching, and he pulls a book, and it opens a hidden door in the church. He walks down this hallway, and there's torches on either side, and he walks into... Not that one. Where is your church? That's outside the church. Where is inside the church? Did I not save it? Did I not save it?
Take me to church.
I didn't save it.
Gosh, Harrison, why can't you be perfect?
Again, Will, we see who the favorite is.
That's how that goes.
Reagan had her own rooms. She had a map to follow.
Yeah, I had like a nice setup.
I got an image, you got nothing.
You walk down this hallway with torches on your left and your right, and you get to this back room with bookshelves across the room. This room is torch lit. There are multiple torches throughout the room, and in the back of the room there is a desk that is led to by a red carpet with multiple large stained glass windows on the outside of the church. The stained glass windows depict Veneer and his ascension into the celestial heavens. There are 2 staircases upwards that lead to these bookshelves. Father Bronte walks back to the desk and says, This is my study. Only a few people are aware of this study, and I wanted to just introduce it to you.
Just me? Am I the only one?
Yes, I believe us to have a special relationship. How do I phrase that without being creepy?
All I could think of.
It's not supposed to be creepy.
Not Catholic.
No, it's not. You're not an altar boy.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Take that out, Harrison. Take that out.
Will, remind me, your parents, they're both alive.
Yes.
Ugh.
Okay. You know Father Bronte to be a friend of your father's, and he's promised to kind of take care of you while you're in Charlotte. So he continues to say, I'm a friend of your father's, and I just kind of want to make sure you feel at home here in Charlotte while you're away from your family. So you're welcome to use this study anytime you'd like. This is one of the archivals of the church, of the ancient history of the Church of Veneer. So feel free to visit here if you're in need of anything of that nature.
Or just to hang out.
Or just to hang out. Sometimes I just play some games back here. We play a bit of the Baker's Dozen back here. Is with me and one of the other priests. We play a lot of Baker's Dozen.
It's
Oh.
no, but
Which
in Goblin
you
Church.
know is a dice game.
Cool.
Oh, you like to bet, sir?
Oh, we do. I do a little bit of gambling on the side. I do a little bit of time at the Die Casino. I try not to put my face there too often. I don't want to be associated with it when I'm associated with the church. But I have a little bit of time there, and I kind of have like a little bit of help with the guiding light, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. You're helping the people who have been led astray. I understand. No need to say more.
Yes. I'm there to guide other people away from this casino, so I have to visit there.
Wonderful. I expected nothing less of you, sir.
In the name of Veneer,
Sorry.
So,
Out of character. That was just the name of the
In the
video.
name of-
Sorry. That's all right. Let's go back. Okay.
and he then says, so I actually do have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind...
Oh,
Dadgummit. I hate when this happens.
Would you mind going on this mission of vengeance for me?
Vengeance.
I know you took the oath of vengeance.
Yes, I did.
My parents were viciously murdered by who I think is a vampire.
Hmm.
And he reaches a amulet out to you, a wooden amulet.
What is this?
This is a wooden stake amulet. I want you to take this with you. It will protect you.
So, are you telling me that you want me to investigate? You said vampires?
I need you to investigate a man named Crow. I believe Crow is the vampire that killed my parents.
Crow. I may have heard that name before. Do you know his whereabouts or anything to that
Yes. So Crow just arrived in Charlotte about 3 days ago. He's off the coast of the Hisuian dock. If you head there, you'll be able to find the Crow's Nest. The Crow's Nest is a artifact store, but they also do quests. They send people out on quests. So what I'm going to advise you to do is if you can just spy on him, maybe take a quest and see where it leads you and just kind of understand what they're after. Why they're here in Charlotte, where they killed my parents 2 years prior.
So, just to make sure, you don't want me to just vanquish him when I meet him. You want me to, let him live for a little longer.
I believe Crow to be very powerful. I need to confirm his identity as the killer of my parents. We do not want to kill an innocent.
I can agree with that. You are right, sir.
Take this wooden stake amulet. Use it. And also, actually, this book will help. And he walks up the staircase on the right, and he pulls a book, and he gives it to you. And it's called Why to Kill a Vampire. Do you have any questions for me before you head on out and maybe go begin this quest?
Now, I've never encountered a vampire, but are they actually weak against holy water?
Yes, they definitely are.
Huh. Okay, and stakes. Can I just drive a stake?
Wooden stakes are very powerful, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, no, I'm good. That's,
He actually pulls out some wooden stakes. He pulls out 2 wooden stakes. He pulls out a bag of screws and a screwdriver, and he gives you all of those things.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Take some of these. I'm going to give you some wooden stakes, and to make it not look like you're hunting vampires, here's some screws to go along with them so you could be screwing them into things. And, don't forget, lefty loosey, righty smitey.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. For sure.
And he gives you some wooden beams, some screws, and a screwdriver. And he says, take this with you. Take this with you. Don't forget, lefty loosey, righty smitey.
Yeah, understood, sir. Thank you very much.
This will help you build. Whatever if you come into anything where you need to do that. Of course.
There'll be a situation, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
The priest is teaching you to screw.
Oh.
I knew that would happen.
Oh, jeez.
So we're going to add...
He's going to have a lot of great one-liners.
He gives you the wooden stake medallion. Go ahead and read me the wooden stake medallion.
Wooden stake medallion. Rare item. Artifact. While worn, you have advantage on melee attacks against vampires. Jewelry, 1 pound.
Chekhov's gun.
You get that.
Sweet.
Interesting.
He then escorts you out of his study, and he takes you to the right, and you guys actually head to the armory of the church. So you guys walk into the armory, and you see halberds, you see axes, you see swords, all hanging on the walls all across the room. You see metal shields, all with holy symbols of Vanir upon them. And a man walks up to you who seems to be the head of the armory. Will, give me a name. 1, 2.
His name's
3.
Horton Helmsley.
Horton. Horton walks up to you and says, "Good day, sir.
Good day, Horton.
Horton, here's a who.
The guiding light leads you to me today. What can I do you for? You became a knight today." Father Bronte kind of gestures that, you look like you're good, and he kind of walks away.
Yeah, I was knighted. It was fantastic. I am excited to finally, be on my own and serve Vanir.
Wonderful. So here at Horton's Armory, I like to call it Horton's Armory, not Vanir's Armory, but at Horton's Armory, we have all these blessed weapons. So I want you to pick one out. You can check it out. If you don't like it, you bring it back. I'll trade you something else out for it, okay? Here's some of my finest work. And he takes you over to this one wall, and on your inventory, on the no peeking page underneath your items, there are 3 items that you can now read, and you can pick one to check out temporarily from Horton's Armory.
These are all very cool.
They are.
Do you guys hear the beeping when I put my mic up and down?
No.
No.
Oh, thank God.
So there's a sword, a hand axe, and a halberd, which is very
I was thinking about the
There you are.
halberd. I like the halberd. Just because I want more of a two-handed style paladin.
Yeah.
It's more...
Aren't you a polearm master?
Yeah. So that's probably going to be what I'm
Yeah.
going to do. That sword's really cool.
That makes
but
sense.
I'm going to probably go with the halberd.
The sword is
Super
sick.
sick, yeah.
Okay, so you're picking the Halberd of Vanir.
Yes.
Weapon artifact, melee, 2-handed, reach. Damage, 1d10 plus 1, slashing.
Sweet.
Long metal pole with a sharp blade attached at the top. The blade has a slight iridescent glow.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
You gotta tune to that thing immediately.
You got some, holy shit there.
So the primary tag on this is weapon, so the main header is blue. The artifact, that is that little green sliver, is the secondary of the thing. It is an artifact, clearly. It has a +1 to the damage. It's not a +1 weapon because it doesn't have +1 attack, but it has slightly blessed. It's better than just a halberd, just for the record.
Sweet. That's awesome. I like it.
So you now have this, and the other 2 weapons you could trade out from Horton's Armory at any time you'd like as a knight of Vanir.
Cool.
That is very cool.
I love it. I like, two-handed blades. They're really cool. Especially with, the reach and stuff. So, I'm down with that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, dude. The halberd is one of my best work. I'm a huge fan of the halberd of Veneer.
You've always been a fine craftsman, so I completely believe it's going to be an amazing weapon.
That means a lot coming from you, Sigmund. And he goes to give you a fist bump.
I fist bump him.
Justice! Am I right? So where are you headed to next, Sigmund?
I'm heading to a place called the Crow's Nest.
Oh, yes, the Crow's Nest. The Crow's Nest is over there in the Hisuian district.
Yeah.
So if you take a right, you'll be in the Vistayan district. You go through the Vistayan blue district, and you get into the purple district. There's the Hisuian purple district. That dock is where you'll find the Crow's Nest.
Okay. Is there anything I need to look out for along the way, or just stroll on over there? It looks like
It's a pretty safe travels here in Charlotte overall. As a knight of Veneer, you aren't well liked. So don't get me wrong, you might have to avoid some tomatoes. But I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, well, it comes with the job, I suppose. Cool. Thanks again for the halberd. I fist bump him one more time, or I go for a fist bump. And
Justice! And he fist bumps you.
Justice. And then I turn around and do I see anybody or Bronte on the way out of the armory, or?
You do not.
Okay.
You might see another knight that you know from night school if you wanted to talk to them.
Not for now. I'm just gonna V-line to the Crow's Nest.
As you exit the church, there is the massive city of Charlotte before you. This city is surrounded by the ocean, with some bridges extending to the lands beyond. Basically, you have a small island that the massive city is upon. You are on the southern side of the island. Straight ahead of you is the Lansov district. This district is known for their green-hued architecture. The buildings are adorned with natural motif, intricate carvings of krakens and sirens, and with sails and flags nailed to most of the buildings. You see them all wave in the salty breeze. Upon most of these banners is the crest of the Lord Lansov, the reigning king of Charlotte. Charlotte is divided into 4 districts, each with their own lord. Every 4 years, the lords choose a champion, and the champions duel. The winner's lord is crowned the king for the following 4 years. As king, they get 3 votes on all political votes. In comparison to everybody else's 1, all the other lords, 1 vote. So in order to oppose the reigning king, all 3 of the other lords have to be in agreement, which almost never happens.
Every how many years?
4 years.
4 years.
Presidential cycle. Make it easy for me. I headcanon call it the election every 4 years. You'll hear it called the election even on some of the official people talking about it.
Are any of the elections ever stolen or anything like that?
If they cheat in the duels, I'm sure.
Fair enough. All right, anyway, jokes aside.
As you look to your right, in stark contrast, is a stone wall that separates the districts. You see blue-hued buildings in this district. And between the two is the Capitol building. And this is a large, white castle that is almost seemingly like strapped and anchored to the land it surrounds, because this Capitol building actually relocates to the district that is currently reigning the city.
Ooh, that's cool.
So this is currently where Lord Nikolai Lansov resides, is in the Capitol building, this large white castle. Across the lake, you see the opposite side of the city, where there's the red-hued and the purple-hued buildings. And somehow, you hear the clock from the church at the top of the city, all the way on your side of the city. It has this dark, menacing tone to the clock tower.
Is it a menacing sound the first time it's ever done that, or?
It's always a menacing sound whenever it gongs on the hour.
Okay, always menacing. Got it.
You are used to the noise by now. Once you live with a clock for a little bit, you stop noticing it.
Gotcha.
It's annoying for visitors, too.
Yeah. You know to your right that you can pass through the Vistayan district, the blue hues, to the purple hues, which is the Hisuian district. And that's where you'll find the Crow's Nest.
Yeah, so Sigmund just focused on the quest at hand because that's what he was assigned by Bronte. Just V-line straight to the crow's nest, doesn't stop for pleasantries. He does wave towards, the people that are friendly enough to wave to him, but he keeps on going.
You see a woman who is like waving you down, needing help. And she says, "My cat, it's stuck in the tree. Can you help me, sir?"
Yeah, of course. What that tree right there, I point to some tree in the direction she's looking.
Yeah, my cat, it's stuck right up there.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I can try to climb it. I'm, just gotta adjust my armor. All right. Do you want me to do like a dex roll to see if I can climb up, or do something?
You'd like to climb the tree. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay.
I want him to fall out of that tree.
Is it heavy armor? Is it actually a heavy object? So it's going to weigh you down?
I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't he get disadvantage for that?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make an athletics check with disadvantage with your heavy armor.
So just roll it twice, basically.
Yeah, roll it twice.
All right. 13.
With a 13, you successfully shimmy up the tree, a little bit slowly, but you get up there, and you're able to get to the top branch and grab the cat and jump back down safely. And you hand the cat back to the woman.
Here you go, ma'am. Here's your cat.
Oh, thank you! Thank you, sir. You are amazing! That was such a majestic climb.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, always glad to help. You have a lovely cat, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day,
Thank you. And she walks away.
I just readjust my armor because it was something to climb in, pretty uncomfortable, and I kind of just spin around and head towards the crow's nest.
So you head onto the crow's nest, and when you get to this purple-hued area, you notice that most of the population here are actually lizard folk, and most of the population in that Vistayan district were actually tieflings. So most people you see ahead of you are lizard folk, but you make it to the dock. You see multiple lizard folk kind of just working the docks, but alongside the lizard folk you also see several goblins, because goblins are really cheap labor, so there's a lot of goblins around on the dock as well. So you see shipping vessels on the dock, but then you also see this large ship.
Oh dang.
The crow's nest is a dilapidated, ghostly vessel, and it's made of dark and weathered pine wood. It is adorned with ominous carvings that almost shift in the light. The sail is patchwork of black and deep purple materials that blend into the night sky. The deck is littered with crates, bones, and strange artifacts. The air is thick with the scent of brine and decay. And as you approach the ship, you see Reed just outside of the ship. Kind of just standing at the plank to walk up the ship. You walk up to this large Goliath with fungus all over his hide.
Sir, big fellow, over there. You.
Yes?
What? I see that you're in this area. You're not the same as these goblins or lizard folk around here. What may you be here for? Do you know anything about this ship?
And Reed's standing there with his arms crossed and just says, "I'm looking for a certain captain."
Captain? I believe so am I. What captain are you looking for? What's his name?
Captain Crow. Do you know where such a captain is?
No. Well, I was told he's in this area, but I haven't seen him outright. I assume this is a ship then, since you're standing here and looking for him as well.
Harrison, do we see a crew currently active on the ship?
You do not see anybody currently on the ship.
Okay.
And you guys start to hear loud rowdiness coming from the bar to your north.
Well, I suppose that might be where they are. If you'd like to follow me, we could maybe see if we can both find this crow fellow, if you'd like.
I was told this was his ship.
Okay.
But seeing as if he is apparently not here, I guess, yes, let's go and look. And I follow.
I want you both to roll perception for me, please.
Okay.
All right. I actually have advantage on perception checks.
Tell me why.
I have a proficiency in it.
Proficiency does not mean advantage.
You're right. I'm getting back into the swing of things.
That's what we're here for.
Oh,
And
so bad.
I rolled a 7. Whoop-dee-doo. Or 6, sorry.
I rolled a 7.
rolled a 7.
He rolled a
Yeah.
6.
You both noticed nothing in particular. Neither of you noticed the thing that you could have noticed. So you guys keep walking towards the
boy.
bar.
Awesome.
Wow.
Cool. How long have you been in town, Reed? You just got here, or I haven't seen you around before?
Yes, I'm also searching for something, and no, this is my first time in Charlotte, and truly among a village of people other than my own.
Sometimes in some areas of the town, I feel I understand that sentiment. Anyway,
So you guys walk into the bar. You see tables being waited on your left and a room down the stairs to your right. You see waiters bustling through the room, lots of drinks. You see lots of commotion and shouting coming from the table in the middle of the main lobby. You see, as we zoom in a little bit, you see an orc playing a game of dragon chess against this tiny little goblin. And you see a kobold and a dwarf standing behind her, and you see this pack of 3 orcs. You have the leader orc and then 2 smaller orcs.
orcs.
You guys enter the room and you approach this kerfuffle, I guess is a word that I can use that exists in the dictionary. Reagan, Beetle is playing a game of dragon chess against this orc. The orc slams his drink on the table and says, "Double or nothing."
You want to get your butt whooped again by a little goblin?
Double or nothing! He slams it again, and he puts 5 more gold pieces on the table.
Okay, fine. Your funeral.
Okay, so you place an additional 5 gold pieces on the table. So you have 10 of your gold pieces on the table, and he has 10 gold pieces on the table.
Okay.
You good with that?
Sure.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and play the opening of your dragon chess. So both players roll with advantage, intelligence checks.
Reed takes a
Okay.
seat at this table.
Sigmund continues to stand, eyeing the orcs. Not with the happy face or nothing.
I got a 21.
The orc got a 16. He says, "Ugh, what is she doing? What does she do? Make that move. Is that legal?" And he turns around and kind of looks at the other orcs, and they just shrug. Ugh. We will now go to the mid-game of the chess. You'll roll with advantage.
Okay. I got 17.
He rolled a 6. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Reed walks over to.
I got a
Sigmund
nat
and says,
1. Sorry, Reed. Go on.
Jeez.
No, you're good. Reed says, "The small child seems to be winning at this silly game."
Yes.
Do I hear Reed say that?
You do not. You do not.
How hard can it be to best of orcs? Their brains are, well, not that sizable.
The orc successfully cheats and knocks a piece off of the table that Beetle does not notice. And he wins the mid-game of the dragon chess.
God
So we're going to go to the ends game of dragon chess.
Now, can we roll
Okay.
perception to see if we see that he cheated?
Yes, go ahead and roll perception if you'd like, but either of you, or both of you.
Reed doesn't care.
I rolled a 13.
You can notice he very aggressively threw a piece off a table, and somehow Beetle didn't notice with a nat 1.
Her
It was like a DC
hubris
5.
gets her again.
I just like whispered to Reed. Don't you see that? They're showing their true colors already. He's cheating. I don't know how she didn't notice though.
I'm colorblind.
The kobold behind you appears to be a bard with a distinctive, colorful appearance. She's a 4-foot, slightly hunched, with scales and a dull red hue, typical of kobolds. And perched jauntily atop her head is a vibrant red feather hat. And always by her side is her precious ukulele. And she kind of strums it a little bit, and she leans in and whispers to you, "You got this! You got this!" And she gives you bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Yes!
And everybody's watching very intently as this game comes to a close. So he's going to roll with advantage, and you're going to roll with an extra 1d8. So she gives you a 1d8 of extra that you can add to your endgame check here.
You said her name was Yuka?
Yuka.
So roll intelligence?
Yep, intelligence check.
I rolled a 17.
With your bardic inspiration, you rolled a 17. The orc with advantage rolled a 6. So you successfully steal the game from behind in the end game, and you checkmate him.
Finish him.
So, what was that about goblins being stupid again? Because this stupid goblin just beat you.
He gets like 3 inches away from your face and just breathes in it on your face.
Okay, I want my cat. I want to have summoned my cat before this.
Okay.
And I want my cat to creep up beside him and piss on him. Like, piss on his leg.
I love it. Your cat is pissing on his leg, and Gondor kind of protectively, instinctually, puts his arm in front of you and kind of pushes you back and shoves the orc away. This is the dwarf behind you, and he is a sturdy dwarf. His name is Gondor, and his presence exudes a sense of like resilience and strength. He is adorning Gronkle-based armor. He's got several mighty throwing axes on his hips, and his beard is a deep red tint with a large scar down his right eye. And he goes to protect you and shoves the orc away, and the orc just says, "Fine, no money for you!" And he grabs his 10 gold pieces and starts to walk away towards the exit.
Sore
Sigmund puts his
loser.
hand out, puts it gently on his chest and says, "That is not your money. You lost the wager."
No, it's a goblin! We don't care about goblins!
Sir, please pay her the money.
Shoves you back.
Reed catches him, begrudgingly.
Yeah! And him and the orcs continue to walk away.
Sir, I call out again.
What
I
do you
to
want?
pay her the money. She's entitled to it.
No! I don't want to! You little piss face!
I'm gonna...
You want to arm wrestle for it?
I'm gonna...
Ooh.
I'm gonna come up behind Sigmund, and I'm gonna like pull. Are you wearing like a
No.
cape?
I'm just in armor.
No.
I don't have a. I'd be,
He is now.
Am I wearing a cape? Is that part of the?
You could be wearing a cape.
All right.
100%,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm wearing a cape.
So I'm gonna come up behind Sigmund, and I'm gonna just like tug on his cape because I'm like 3 feet. So I'm gonna come up behind Sigmund, and I'm gonna tug on his cape and go, "It's okay. He needs the money more than I do."
Okay. You sure? Like.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Well, I tried.
The orc lunges at Beetle. And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Salve, listeners. This is Reedic Mossfellow, Reed for short, and I was told that I needed to do this outro for us. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please join us on the Patreon if you want additional content or to view future seasons before they release. You can find us anywhere that you find a podcast. If you do, consider leaving a comment and maybe a review. It helps us find other people. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, as that also helps us out a lot. I'm told by my player that I am to leave a fun fact, so here it is. When I was young, I was given this reed flute, and when I was given it, I didn't know much of how to use it, but as I learned, and as I gazed upon the mushrooms in the forest for inspiration, I became the village's best reed flute player, and to this day, retain that very title. Again, thank you for listening, and Maioras te duce, amicis.
Justice.
Justice!
Justice! Revenge!
Pollen's killing me.
Not hoary.
If Loaf walks in the room, it's like Elon Musk walking in the room as far as financially. Dude's loaded.
I'm on the other side of the country right now.
Don't think about it being with the loose titty girl, that it's a
I
dungeon.
think that scene at the beginning was when we, like, bombed the town. Was that us? Did we stab anybody?
No way. Yeah. We stabbed Squee.
Was that
Oh,
after we did the carpet
no.
bomb? Was that the scene? I feel like it was.
Oh no. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
we just like flew over.
Oh.
We're like air command, dropping the bomb, and just like nuked them. So that's probably what happened.
Wow. Well, don't forget, we dropped butter. That's what we dropped.
Yeah, true. It was actually, but I think that's what happened, right? Because didn't we just like yank him out and
Yes.
like beat him up?
We literally just started killing everybody. Oh my gosh. If that is what's happening,
That's a great flashback.
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, if she's like the product of that, then that is awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We're already in this. Wow.
And also, I sprained my knee skiing. So.
Hey, the first F-bomb wasn't Will. But apparently, I have allergies now that I've never had in my life.
Oh, he's definitely got his titties out.
And then squirt something in her mouth.
He's a white boy.
I hope y'all are ready for a fight, because Reed's not helping.
Meanwhile, I come up with bangers like, Mommy!
This is the next Hermione that Loaf marries.
So I love how you made me call you Mommy, but you didn't make him call you Daddy. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy,